Hi everyone. This is Facts You Need to Know channel. A place to share interesting stories of countries around the world. You must have heard the story of the 1001 Nights, have heard the stories of the Prince of Persia. The country of Iran has contained sparkling, mysterious things that have lasted for thousands of years, with the unique historical features of the legendary Persian country. Today we will come to Iran, the country known as the Land of Persia. Let's get to know this country right now. Iran is the vast Islamic republic in the eastern part of West Asia. Iran has a civilized heritage thousands of years before the birth of Islam, preserving a magnificent and invaluable cultural treasure. Where is Iran on the world map? This is a country located in the West Asian region. It shares borders with Pakistan, Afghanistan, Turkmenistan, Azerbaijan, Armenia, Turkey and Iraq, and borders the Persian Gulf to the south. Iran has an area of 1,648,195 square kilometers. With this area, Iran is the 17th largest country in the world. Iran has an important geographical and political position, because it is in the area of exchange between Asia and Europe. It is no coincidence that this Persian country was once looked upon by many other countries and peoples and invaded. The country has many important routes from waterways to roads, in addition to the huge amount of Iranian oil that is always in the eyes of many other countries. History, culture and people. Iran currently has a population of about 87.92 million, making it the 18th most populous country in the world. It is a multicultural country with many ethnic groups and also many different languages, of which the largest population is Persians, accounting for about 61% of Iran's population. Iran has the largest Muslim population in the Middle East. Associated with the name is the Islamic Republic of Iran. Islam is the official religion and the majority of Iranians are Muslims. While most countries in the Middle East speak Arabic, the people of Iran speak Persian. Persian is the official language in the country. So does Iran have anything to do with the ancient Persian Empire? The Persian Empire went through many stages, of which the First Persian Empire appeared in 690 BC. Over different periods, the Persian Empire's territory also underwent changes. They fought wars that lasted for centuries, have endless fairy tales and are still the inspiration for many cinematic works and works in other arts. The Persian Empire stretched across West Asia, but remained mostly Iranian territory today. At the time of the prosperity of Persia, they have remained in the land of Iran. Now the works and wonders stand firm over the years. Persia is the old name of Iran. In 1935, the king of Iran changed the name of the country from Persia to Iran, and Iran required those countries with diplomatic relations with them to use the word Iran to replace the word Persia old. At first, the name Iran may seem strange, and many people are not aware of the relationship between Iran and Old Persia. Some people even think that Iran is separated from Iraq. Iran's history is also tied to the history of the mighty and famous Persian Empire, which Iranians are proud of. Tehran is the capital of Iran and the largest city, the economic and cultural center of Iran. The population of this city is more than 15 million people. Tehran is West Asia's second largest city. The city is in the top 30 in the world in terms of population. It is the economic hub of Iran with 30% of its workforce, and 45% of its domestic industrial enterprises concentrated here. Because of its many cultural attractions, the Iranian capital Tehran has also become a major tourist destination, and cannot be missed when you arrive in the country. The Iranian economy is a developing economy, heavily dependent on natural resources, especially oil and gas. The country's economy is being stifled quite a lot due to the lack of openness to trade with the world, partly due to international sanctions targeting the country's nuclear program. Interestingly, Iran is an exporter of black caviar from the Caspian Sea. Iranian caviar is arguably the best on the planet, thanks to the unique conditions of the waters south of the Caspian. About climate. Most parts of Iran have an arid desert climate. The country is very hot in the summer and the winter is harshly cold. Iran is special, it is home to both desert and ice, where it is possible to enjoy both hot and cold in the same season. And perhaps not many people want to enjoy it either. If you go north, you can go skiing in the snowy mountains. If you go south, you can visit the hot deserts with sand dunes stretching far and wide, excursions on camels. About the national flag of Iran. The national flag of Iran consists of 3 horizontal bands, the green band at the top, the white band in the middle, and the red band at the bottom. Green represents development and prosperity. White represents peace, and red represents courage and sacrifice for the freedom of the country. The national symbol in the center of the flag consists of 4 semicircles, and a sword made up of 5 parts representing the 5 pillars of Islam. On the tip of the sword there is a small symbol that symbolizes a strong sovereign state. All these details form the shape of tulips to commemorate the young people who sacrificed for the Islamic Republic of Iran. The Iranian flag also prints the words, Allahu Akbar. It means that God is the greatest. The phrase was printed in Arabic and repeated 22 times on the edge of the blue and red strips. Now let's get to the interesting facts about Iran. First, Iran is an oil powerhouse with oil reserves amounting to 208.6 billion barrels. Iran accounts for more than 10% of the world's total oil reserves. Iran ranks 4th on the list of countries with the largest oil reserves globally. Therefore, Iran has an extremely important influence on international energy security and the world economy. The country is therefore also at the center of conflicts. Iran is home to Zoroastrianism, one of the oldest religions in the world. This religion was born around the 6th century BC. Iran uses its own calendar. One of the interesting facts is that Iranians use their own calendar. Iran's weekends are Thursdays and Fridays rather than Saturdays and Sundays. The hottest spot on Earth is in Iran, having reached a temperature of 70.7 degrees Celsius. The Lut Desert has been the hottest place on Earth for 5/7 years studied by scientists. In 2016, the desert was recognized by UNESCO as Iran's first World Natural Heritage Site. You've heard the fairy tales of flying carpets. Iran is the largest producer and exporter of handmade carpets in the world. Globally famous Iranian carpets are not only found in Aladdin fairy tales but also in real life. The craft of carpet weaving here is an attractive culture that has existed for about 2,500 years. On average, there are 4 carpets sold in the world. There will be 3 carpets originating from Iran. Iran holds the Guinness World Record for the largest hand-woven rug. The carpet has a size of up to 5,634 square meters. But do you know, Iranian carpets are famous all over the world and very expensive. However, every carpet here has a manual weaving error. Is it because their workmanship is really poor? That is not the truth. This is to symbolize the belief that only God is perfect, so when making carpets, the worker will intentionally create some errors on the carpet itself to make an interesting difference to the carpets from Iran. Talk about stories related to Islam. In Iran, male and female students are taught in separate schools until entering university. Teachers must even be of the same gender as the students in their class. They have one more principle in education, that is the primary school graduation exam, which is more important than the university entrance exam. Islam absolutely prohibits drinking alcohol. So alcohol has been banned in Iran since 1979. But this doesn't mean that Iranians do not drink alcohol. Some people still secretly store and produce alcohol in their homes, as well as consume large amounts of these 2 drinks in secret. In Iran, if someone is caught drinking alcohol, they will be subject to very heavy fines. Finally, we will come to the oldest ancient city of Kashan in the world. It's about 270 kilometers south of Iran's capital Tehran. This ancient city has a history dating back to the late Stone Age around 7000 BC. Sometimes people also find artifacts dating back up to 9,000 years. Kashan is considered one of the most important trade centers of Iran and Old Persia in the 12th to 14th centuries. Despite many ups and downs and being devastated by earthquakes in the late 18th century, Kashan is still known as the quintessential foundation of Iran. People come to Kashan to admire the typical architectural works of traditional Persian architecture, admire Persian carpets and immerse themselves in the aroma of a special kind of rosé. This small roses was named Mohammadi. This is also the end of all the interesting stories about the Islamic country of Iran. Thank you for following this story. If you find it interesting, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Now goodbye and see you in the next sections.